I'm very pleased to welcome you all to the Logistic Forum sponsored by China Daily. Many of you, I presume, are no stranger to these discussions that we have been organizing from time to time. Your views and thoughts have been instrumental in helping business and industry leaders around the region to map out and reshape their policy and strategies at a critical period in Asia's economic, technological, and infrastructure development.
We have a motto. We call it respected, responsible investor in the region with China background. We believe that when China promotes this Silk Road in this region, we have idea that how to share the prosperity with other countries, especially the people in other developing countries. So that's why we believe if China set up this kind of initiative like Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank and the Silk Road and China ASEAN Fund, Chinese actually the government will make a lot of commitment, put a lot of money. For example, AIIB, China will put $50 billion for this Silk Road. China will put in like $40 billion. For this China ASEAN Fund, China already made commitment 5 years ago, $10 billion, and we spent $1 billion already, and we will raise another $3 billion in the next 1 year.
2013, President Xi announced the Silk Road Economic Belt. It is a new foreign policy initiative aimed at boosting the international cooperation and joint development throughout the Eurasia. The creation of the One Belt and One Road initiative links China with its neighboring countries, manifested in cross-border trade agreements, joint infrastructure projects, and other forms of the high-level economic and cultural exchange. During the APEC summit earlier this month, President Xi also announced the establishment of the $40 billion Silk Road Infrastructure Fund, focusing more on building the roads, railways, ports, and airports across the Central Asia and South Asia. So in other words, this initiative is very much in line with the APEC initiative about connectivity, which means physically connecting all our trade routes and addressing more complex structural barriers to make it easier for goods, services, and people to get across borders.
We see that the One Road, One Belt development is actually a very major opportunity at least for the upcoming 10 or 15 years for our field. And if we look at the history, of One Road, One Belt from the old times, actually Mr. Wen already talked about, we see that the original Silk Road, the original objective was to facilitate trade. And then all these logistics, financial flow, and then all these developments actually follows. And we see that the whole population and GDP, if we combine these two areas together, actually it represents a very major market for not only for Hong Kong, but also for Asia in the upcoming years.